Up to the last lecture, we have seen how the proteins are synthesized, how the proteins are called as the biomolecule, why they are called as biomolecule, which are the monomers. We know that the alpha amino acids are the monomers of the proteins because proteins are polymers, biopolymers. Now, let us see the types of proteins. Depending upon the molecular shapes, proteins are of two types, globular proteins and fibrous proteins. As the name suggests, globular protein means the shape of the globular protein is spherical, ball-like or earth-like shape. So the name is globular protein. Now these globular proteins are formed due to the coiling of the polypeptide chains of the proteins. Coiling means the polypeptide chain is actually the long straight chain, but due to the hydrogen bonding, there is the coiling of the polypeptide chain. That means non-covalent bonds, that is only the hydrogen bonding like or van der Waals forces like forces are there between the two loops of the loop of the coils, and such shape is there. Now these globular proteins are water soluble. Due to their coiling nature, they are water soluble. But if we disturb the coil and make it as a long polypeptide chain by denaturation of the protein or by partial hydrolysis of the protein, then that globular protein converted into the long polypeptide chains, and that are not then water soluble. They are water soluble only up to they having the globular shape, loop like shape. Now in textbook, the shape of the globular or loop like structure are given. Now in which different organs these globular proteins are present. Now insulin is one of the most famous globular proteins secreted by the pancreas, the enzyme insulin. Now it have the globular shape. Due to that insulin, the sugar level in our body maintained. And again in the egg albumins, there is the globular protein. Albumins is in white part of the egg, that is water soluble. Serum of albumin. Legume means legume means pods. Pods mean pulses. Pods, you know that. In Marathi it is called as the what? Shenga. What means what? Shenga. Now in that legume like such as beans or in the grams, these proteins are present. So the name is the legume protein, which are found in the pulses. Now second type of the protein is the fibrous protein. As the name suggests, it is fiber like, thread like structure it have, just as rod like structure it have. Our hairs are made by the fibrous proteins, keratin. Now molecules of fibrous proteins are elongated, rod like shape, and this shape is due to the polypeptide chains get holes parallelly to each other, and due to the hydrogen bond and the disulfide bonds, these shape is there, the shape of the fibrous proteins, or due to the hydrogen bond, disulfide bonds are responsible for the shape of these fibrous proteins. Now as these globular proteins are soluble in water, but I tell you that when the globular protein is converted into a long polypeptide chain by uncoiled, by denaturation or by partial hydrolysis of that globular protein, then that are not water soluble. In the same manner, these are the long elongated proteins, fibrous proteins, so they are insoluble in water. Now you very well, you do the bathing from head, and our hairs are not soluble into the water because our hairs have the fibrous protein, that is the keratin. Keratin is also found in nails, horn of the animals. There is also the fibrous proteins. hairs on our skin, wool, silk, where there is the fiber-like nature on the skin, that is the elongated parts which are developed on skin of animals or that is our human beings, that have the keratin. Nails, horns, hairs, wool, all these contain the fibrous protein, that is keratin. Remember that, and which is water insoluble. Now again another example is the myosin, which is present in our muscles. In the long elongated muscles, there is the myosin protein. The muscles are present on our hamstrings, biceps, etc. On that, our thighs also have the myelin type of fibers, muscles, where there is the muscular part in our body that have the myosin protein into that muscles. Now again, according to these shapes, there are 4 structures of the proteins. The level or structures of proteins are of 4 types. But for this year, you have to study only the primary structure of the protein. I already tell you in the last lecture that proteins are very complex biopolymer. Very complex. So there are the 4 structures or levels of these proteins, and starting from the primary structure up to quaternary structure, the protein becomes more complex and complex. But for our study of this year, we have to study only the primary structure. Let us have the primary structure. Primary structure is made from the, that is the amino acids. You know that amino acids are the basic units of the proteins, and many amino acids when form the amide bond between the carboxyl group and amino group of the successive amino acid, then there is formation of polypeptide chain, and a more polypeptide chain forms the large molecule, that is the protein. Let us see what is in the primary structure of these proteins. बस गाता. Now let us see how the primary structure of protein is there. Now this is the very basic structure or basic level or first level of synthesis of protein. The 3-letter symbol is used for writing the representation of the polypeptide chain in the primary structure. Now what is this primary structure? Primary structure of protein is nothing but it is the sequence of constituents amino acid. What is mean by constituent amino acid? The amino acid which are present in that sequence, they are called as the constituent amino acid. So primary structure is nothing but it is the sequence of the amino acid present in that polypeptide chain. Now constituents of the amino acid residue linked by the polypeptide chain. Now see on the blackboard, there I show the 3-letter symbols of the amino acids such as alanine protein, glycine, serine. In this way there are the sequence of the different amino acid, and that are shown by the dash between them. But proteins polypeptide chains are never ends. That means there are 2 terminals, that is the N terminal and the C terminal. What is mean by N terminal? N terminal means amino group is that, and the N terminals is always shown during the representation of this polypeptide chain always to the left hand side. Remember that. And the C terminal is have to show to the right hand side. Now in this way the primary structures are very simple, that is only the sequence of alpha amino acid given by the 3-letter symbol. Now this is only the primary structure, but this is very simple because protein is very complicated. If you see the secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure of protein in the textbook, that becomes very complex and complex and complex. Now, any change in the sequence of this primary structure of amino acid residue result in the different proteins. If we change the sequence, then the type of the protein changes. Remember that the type of the protein is depends upon the sequence of the amino acids. If we change any one amino acid sequence, then the protein also changes. So the type of the protein only depends upon the sequence of the alpha amino acid, how they are joined in the polypeptide chain. By elimination of the water molecule from amino and the carboxylic group, there is the formation of the peptide bond or amide bond, that is the NHC double bond O bond. The R, that is the side chain, may be of different alkane, alkene, alkyne or basic NH2 or COH groups. Now, primary structure of protein is represented by writing the 3-letter symbol. I already say you the 3-letter symbol of amino acid residue as per their sequence in the concerned protein. Concerned protein means any particular protein in which how the sequence of amino acids are given, and that sequence is always given by the 3-letter symbol, and the 3 letters, first letter is in the capital and the 2 R's in the, that is the small letters. The sequence are represented by in this way as shown on the blackboard, and the primary structure are also represented by the structural formula. If you ask the question, write a short note on the primary structure of the protein, then give all these 2 representation. How the symbols are separated by the 3 letters of amino acid, and also give the how the primary structure are represented. Now that is very important. And always remember that the N terminal of the amino acid is written at the left hand side and the C terminal to the right hand side. This is about the primary structure of the protein.